You are looking live at Haverhill Valley Ice Arena, where the New Jersey Rockets U19 AA girls are getting set to play their final preliminary round game at the NGHL MLK Weekend Tournament. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo here bringing you all the action. Rockets and the Princeton Tiger Lillies, familiar rivals, driving 4, maybe 5 hours north and east to play one another. And they will do so here after having each played, well, not really each having played 3 games, because the Tiger Lillies had one game on Saturday afternoon, which their opponent forfeited. And they did not get the benefit of the other teams of having to play 3 games to come in. So Princeton maybe is a little bit better rested, playing its second contest of the day, and the Rockets also playing their second contest of the day. But this is the Rockets' 3rd game in a span of about 34 hours or so, and this is the Rockets' 4th game in about 36 hours or so, and it is the 3rd game in the same time span for the Tiger Lillies. The Rockets have their home white jerseys on with black pants, white socks. The numerals on the jerseys are black, outlined in red. Their name plates are in black, and all except Arialis Marklin have their names on the bottom of their jerseys. Arialis Marklin will be starting in goal for this one. She and Emma Lacey have split the duties here so far. Emma Lacey played the early games, and Arialis Marklin playing the afternoon games here. The Tiger Lillies, in their base black jerseys, orange numbers outlined in white. Their nameplates are in white, and they have black pants with orange and white trim, black socks with a thicker white stripe flanked top and bottom by 2 orange stripes, but some have different socks than others. All of the skaters for both teams have white helmets. Both of the goalies for both teams, all of the skaters have black helmets for both teams. The 4 goalies that are dressed for both teams have white helmets on. Well, we're glad that you're joining us here as we get set for a face-off, and I believe that they have maybe moved up the face-off a little bit, which is great for us New York Giants fans who want to see their team playing in the playoffs for the first time in 6 years. And that game slated to start about 25 minutes after this game is slated to start, but we might be slightly on the early side. So very rarely in this endeavor have we had earlier starting times than the scheduled one, but that appears to be possibly the case today, and hopefully for those of you watching on the live stream, then you will have jumped on a little bit earlier. The links are usually there when you go to the main page here for YouTube on my YouTube page, which is where we bring you all the games, live streaming when possible, which is usually most of the time. Sometimes the stream itself is not such great quality, but when it's not, and even when it is, we usually populate afterward with a better copy of the game. This, for all intents and purposes, is a playoff game. The winner, by mathematical computation, will advance to the semifinals on Monday. The loser would have a mathematical chance, but almost certainly not. Nieves on the dot against Wormser. Liftoff, period 1. Nieves with Rizzo and Rodriguez. There's Luisa Rizzo coming at the net, centering feed, 1 shot, save, rebound was loose, and they blow the whistle. Oh boy, a big break for the Tiger Lillies right there, as that puck was not covered, but they blew the whistle once it got out of the view of the referees. Lucy Fassler, the starting goaltender for Princeton, before I could even mention that she's the one that's in net, already has a save. Nieves on the dot, Rodriguez in the slot, Rizzo on the left wing. Lauren Fox at left D, Peyton Jacobus on right D. The two defensemen pass among one another. Jacobus is offering down low, got through traffic but not on net. They battle for it along the boards on the far side. Ryan picks it up, and Lily Ryan skates it up the left wing, but the other 22, Cici Nieves, beats her to it, angles it off, and snuffs the offensive firepower of the rush. Ryan still with it, comes to Brooke Markley at the right point. Wrist shot knocked down by the glove hand of Nieves on the left hand. Tiger Lillies trying to cycle the puck, and the Rockets send it out. This is going to be an icing. So they will face it off to the right circle in front of Arialis Markland, who returned on Saturday after an injury absence, as did her goaltending tandem mate, Emma Lacey. And Arialis was in nets for a 5-2 defeat to the Philadelphia Little Flyers yesterday. She's looking to get back into the win column. Here come the Rockets, and Chase is going to move it all the way back into her own zone as Hope Menichello and Francesca Hansen were pressuring. Lauren Chase, number 12 in black, spinning around. Number 9, Francesca Hansen, number 48 in white. Hope Menichello have it now. Menichello spins around the board, sends it down low. Grace Ulrich is out there at center. Here's Menichello in the corner, trying to get past Risco. Gets past one, couldn't get past Chase. Risco picked it up and moved it to the near side boards. Grace Matone pinches all the way in from the left point. Grace Ulrich comes to cover the point. Matone will stay down low. Menichello trying to center it for Hansen, couldn't get it to her. Mosley picked it up for a moment to break up the scoring chance, and she'll send it along the end line over there. Ulrich trying to pick it up. One of the Tiger Lillies is down. She gets up, so it's not an injury. Matone between the points for Redmond. Wrist shot saved by Fassler. Rebounds loose at the bottom of the slot. Hansen shovels it just wide. Matone redirected in front by Menichello, but it didn't get on net as Risco was there. Hansen's going to come all the way off to change, and so will Menichello as the Rockets have the puck in the offensive zone. Fender tips it as it went along the dasher, and they get it out. The Tiger Lillies with 3 reserve players on the bench, so they do get the benefit of having played one less game over the 2 days, but they have a much shorter bench here for this one. And the Rockets with as full a bench as they have ever had the whole season, with 2 centers, 3 wing pairs, and 4 defensemen. Each team has a reserve goaltender dressed. Jacobus off the faceoff. It's a pop-up. Markland has to go down, and she just uses her body as a complete shield with textbook movement there, getting both pads down, keeping her shoulders up, blocking it down and covering it up. Wormser versus Cici Nieves. Nieves wins it. Nieves now out there with Haley Connolly and Izzy Cook. Cook had the first goal in a 2-0 win this morning for the Rockets over the Queen City Royals. This will be an icing. Francesca Hansen scored on the power play later in that first period. The 2-goal first period stood up. That's all there was. Rockets won 2-0. Ulrich on the dot, Rodriguez in the slot, Rizzo on the near side wing, Fox and Jacobus at the points. Face-off won by Wormser, but Rizzo dug it out and picked it off. It comes to the near side boards. Battle for it over there. Markley up to Risco, and the Tiger Lillies are going to get it out. Here comes Ryan, chased by Jacobus, and Jacobus steers Lily Ryan off of the puck. They work it all the way around, those two. It comes to the other side for Fox. Rodriguez steps in, so Risco can't get it, but it goes to the point where it's shoveled down low by Chase. Jacobus picks it up, curls, turns, sends it off of the end boards. Pinching in was Chase. And here come the Rockets. Rodriguez to Rizzo. Rizzo maybe to Ulrich if she gets moving. 2-on-1. Rizzo gets caught from behind. Puck still loose. Ulrich's there. Ulrich shot, one save by Fassler, and the rebound is swept away. That one goes right under the wickets of Grace Matone. So this is not going to be an icing. It was right there. And Kira Redmond will pick it up. Spin, trying to shake off Wormser. gets a little bit of a step on her, gets a little room, shovels it forward, but couldn't get it past Ryan. So the Rockets need to keep the pace high if they want to tire out their opponent. These games can often be just games of attrition as it's banked out. Rizzo picks it up. Mosley came up behind. Rizzo 1-on-3. Moved it out into the neutral zone long enough to afford the change. Chase trying to come down the middle. Rocket team defense prevents that from happening. Minichello against Markley on the left wing. Here comes Minichello. Got Nieves down the middle. Tries to get through the middle. Couldn't do it. Puck's still loose now on the far side. Hansen picks it up. Hansen's going to move it right at the net. Goes behind the net to Nieves. Looking to the point for Redmond. Here are Redmond. They play the high-low game, but goes off skates. Markley picks it up, shovels it out. This one might go on net or it might die. It's not going to be an icing. Markland plays it wisely. Matone up for Nieves and then to Minichello. Minichello looking for some room. Will shovel it forward with the backhand, and Chase will knock it away and prevent the Rockets from a zone entry. Chase now, number 12. She has room. Rockets are caught on a change, but CC Nieves, the ever-present, manages to back check and give her team a little time on the defense change. Trying to spring Minichello for the breakaway. Couldn't do it. Bodner was there. Abigail Bodner moves it up the near side wall, but the Rockets pick it up over there. 4 Rockets back behind the center line as they wait for Minichello to clear the zone and move it in. They do just that. Minichello peels off, and out comes Cook. You'll see her streak into your picture on the right. There's Izzy Cook. Lauren Fox has it through traffic. Save Fassler. She got the right skate on it. It didn't look like that dangerous of a shot, but it got all the way through. Fox keeps it in, gets it all the way to the far corner. Ulrich and Markley. Stick battle over there, won by Markley. Chipped off the boards. Fender tries to get it out. Eventually does get it out. She is 2-on-3 with Mosley and has to dump it in as the Rockets back check. 8:39 left in a frantic first period. Rockets and the Princeton Tiger Lillies, nearby league rivals, coming up to the NGHL MLK Tournament. The winner will advance to semifinal play on Monday. The loser, possibly if it's in a shootout, could still be alive, but almost certainly will be eliminated and play one game on Monday for classification. We'll explain more as we go along. Shot comes bouncing at Markland. She knocked it down, didn't corral it off the bat, but then covered it up before further damage. Ulrich on the dot. Connolly and Cook in the slot at the forwards, along with Redmond, who's there as well. Face off. Looks like Risco was trying to shoot it at the net. This one pops out. Izzy Cook has a chance. It's 23 versus 23. Is Markley there? Wrist shot, glove down by Fassler, and Cookie just might not have realized that Haley Connolly was with her, because if she was seeing Haley, she probably would have sent a pass right across for the 2-on-1. And she got the shot up high where Lucy Fassler was able to glove it down with relative ease. 8:13 left, period 1. Rockets win the faceoff. Redmond, shot, through traffic, redirected in front, but swept away by Markley. Moved up the near side wall. Wormser trying to get it out. Greeted by 2 Rockets. A third one is Matone. She waits for the puck to come out. Centering feed. Good job by Chase to tie up Connolly. Otherwise, that could have been redirected in front. Connolly battling for it along the boards on the far side. Chase ends up getting it, but it goes to the point. Rather, that was Ryan. Chase with it now below the end line. Cook and Chase back with it. Now Ulrich jumps in to pick it up, pressured by Risco. Over to Cook. Wrist shot. Fassler with the right pad save. Rockets putting on some pressure here. Here come the Rockets with Redmond as they work it around from top to bottom. Good work by this forward and defense quintet. Markley grabs it, gets it off the boards to herself, trying to cut toward the middle. Backhander, one save, loose in front, cleared away for a moment. Second shot by Wormser was blocked away by Grace Matone. Matone got there just in time, and I mean the nick of time. Here's Risco, skating it all the way between the points. Shoveled in front, back door was Ryan, and she couldn't slam it in right through the wickets. coming right at it. Wrist shot, rather backhander by Wormser, and it was knocked down by Markland. No icing as the Rockets pursue. Connolly, she's at the end of a long shift, but still has legs there. And she's forcing a turnover maybe on Chase. Rizzo picks it up off the turnover, forced by Connolly, who's looking to get off the ice. What a shift for Connolly, 11. Nieves, far corner. Rizzo's over there. You'll see Mia Rodriguez streaking into the picture. Does Rizzo see her? Rizzo sees somebody. It's Jacobus down the middle. Her shot couldn't get through traffic. Fox with a shot that's knocked away. Here comes Ryan and Wormser, 2-on-2. She has to dump it. She's at the end of her shift. Covered by Markland, and she never yields the cover. Whistle and a stoppage of play. 6:06 first period. These are 15-minute periods. If there are penalties, they are a minute and a half. The winner will continue on to play for the chip. That's the vernacular the kids use these days for championship. Wormser walked in, and Markland made the save. The prone Markland kept her shoulder up, and she got it with the left shoulder. Rizzo, near side wing, waiting for Bodner to come in to see if she could chip it past her. Rizzo now steals that one, and it's sent up to Mia Rodriguez. Mia Rodriguez being chased. She's going to go right down the middle. Has to curl left, trying to get through. Gets to the end line, hits the brakes. She's on her knees looking for Rizzo. Couldn't get it to her. Wormser came back to backtrack. Fox stepped in, sent it down low. Didn't get all the way through. Nieves swats it away from Mosley, and it goes to the far corner. Wormser picks it up, sends it around the boards. There's no Rocket there. They're changing all the way in the back, so Fender is going to try to skate it through. Knocked away from her by Jacobus. Matone up to Rodriguez, gains the center line, fires it in, and allows her team to change all 5 behind the play, or maybe 4. Matone stayed up and is forechecking 1-on-4, and now 5-on-5 in the offensive zone if the Rockets can force a turnover here. They do for a moment, and it's picked up by Ulrich. So the Rockets, based on the forechecking of Grace Matone, make an 80% change in manpower and keep possession of the puck in the offensive end. Let's see if they can make the Tiger Lillies pay the ultimate price here on that shift. They can't. Fender's going to move it out, trying to go through the middle, and she runs into 3 Rockets. Ulrich picks it up. Jumps, couldn't get past Risco, who was just jumping on. Rockets tried to fire it down. Redmond was trying to dump it, and she hit one of the Tiger Lillies players. Markley takes her time, trying to slow the game down and let her teammates get in order. Eventually, it's moved into neutral ice by Bodner and sent across ice by Matone. Dumped along the left side boards, and now picking it up behind the end line was Redmond. Risco fired it at the net, but Matone picked it off before it got there. 4 minutes left. First period, 0-0. Frantic play. Matone was trying to see if she could take it a little bit further. Couldn't quite do it. Rockets dump it in, but it's right over Bodner, and Menachillo out hustles Abigail Bodner to the puck. Centers it. Hansen, one-timer save by Fassler, and she holds on. A hustle play by Hope Menachillo. Abigail Bodner didn't realize that Menachillo was bearing down on her. There was no icing. Maybe she thought it was going to be icing because the puck was pushed forth from about 8 feet behind the center line, but it went right through one of the Tiger Lillies players. Here's a potential break. Ryan gets it knocked away by Jacobus before she could get there. They try to bring it in. Hansen will go 2-on-2 with Menachillo. Hansen will take it up the right wing and center it. Menachillo redirected. Right pad saved by Fassler, and she kicked the rebound out in front. She didn't want that rebound there, but it got out of trouble. Battle for it in the corner on the far side. Winner plays into the semifinals. Loser almost certainly plays a consolation. Shot by Fox. Rebound comes all the way out. Jacobus mishandled it. Spins, gives it back to Fox. The defense pair play over there. And sent in by Ulrich. Rockets are going to change at least 2 behind the play. 1 center and 1 defender. Centering feed was knocked away. Hustling in was Nieves, forced the turnover. Rockets forcing a lot of turnovers here. And with the Tiger Lillies short bench of just 3 players, they hope to keep the pressure on for as long as they can. Wormser tries to get in. 1 Tiger Lily against 5 Rockets. but she does allow the change. And at some point, the Tiger Lillies are just going to have to be happy with shifts like that, where they have one player just trying to kill time in the offensive zone. Their game plan here is going to be rope-a-dope. They're going to want to keep this thing tied or as close as possible for as long as possible. Matone taking it all the way down. Centers for Cook. Nieves knocked it down. She has to recover it herself. Otherwise, it's a hand pass. She does. Wormser was trying to get off to the races, but Redmond says no way. Rockets keep it in. Markley, near side, up the wing to Fender. Chips it out before Matone could get there. Connolly back checking. Mosley on the forecheck. Connolly looking for some open ice. Going to go right down Broadway. Chips it forward. Picked up by Fender and turned back the other way, but Matone quickly turns it back the other way. They're ping-ponging it between the neutral zone and the high parts of the offensive or defensive zone, depending on which team your perspective is from. Kept in at the point by Nieves. Cook just tries to fire it at the net because she's looking to get a change. She'll hustle all the way off. Rockets have to make a clean change over there. They do. She jumps off for Rizzo. Rizzo stands up chase at the blue line, and that forces a turnover. Sent in, and Markland steers it aside. It was on net. 0-0 in a fast-paced first period. Few stoppages. Clean, hard hockey by the Rockets and the Tiger Lillies. 0-0 with a 56-second portion left in the first period. We're under a minute. Can the Rockets strike late, as they've done so many times? They've been experts at scoring late in periods. Chipped up the boards. Moved out by Wormser. She's one-on-one with Jacobus. Fox coming up from behind, trying to steer it through. Wrist shot. Knocked down by Markland. Not sure if that one was ticketed, but it was close enough that Markland made the save with 30 seconds left. Chipped to the near side wall. Ulrich versus Fender. Ulrich wins that one. Rizzo there trying to get by Bodner. Chips it to herself in the middle. Has a little room over there. Has to dump it, though, as Risco came on and walked into Rizzo's path. The Rockets have 50 seconds left to work with to try to get on the board in the first period. Jacobus hustles all the way over. The Rockets aren't going to give anything up here. Let's see if they could score one really quick. Do they know the time? The clock is not on this end. They're going to run out of time here in period one. Well, that was about as fast of a period you'll ever see at this level for two reasons. Few stoppages, clean, hard hockey, and the 15-minute periods that are in effect for the NGHL MLK Tournament. Fender skates off the ice for a moment here. She's trying to get out. Nobody was over there to help her get in and out of the door. I'm not sure what she's looking for. Sometimes these could be bio breaks, or somebody could have lost a mouthpiece or just needed another stick or something like that. But Rose Fender seems to be okay. There's no apparent injury there, which is good news for a former Rocket and a good kid. Rose Fender, 55 in black. So we'll explain it once again. If you've just joined us from wherever you are and whichever side you are, if you're watching on the live stream, this stuff's happening in real time. And if you want a little perspective because you're watching it on demand, we are through one period, of what is essentially a playoff game in the NGHL MLK Tournament in Haverhill, Massachusetts. That's because these two teams both have 6 standings points through 4 games. And 3 of the 8 teams have been mathematically eliminated. So a regulation win affords the winner 3 points and the loser none. If the game ends in a tie, there will be a shootout. The shootout winner will get 2. The shootout loser will get 1. So these teams are tied right now, but they cannot be tied. There's no scenario in which they could be tied after the game is decided. And whichever team wins, whether it's in regulation or via the shootout, will advance to the semifinal round. What their seedings are will be determined. But we have liftoff in period 2. Rockets in the white jerseys, Tiger Lillies in the black. Rockets rush in. Hansen up the right wing. Has Minikillo in front. Tried to center it. It was popped up. Loose in front. Bodner blocked away the pass. Goes to the far side wing where Matone steps into it all the way from the point. Minikillo spins around. She's trying to get through a couple of defenders, couldn't quite do it. Matone stayed all the way up. Rockets attacking with 4 down low. Hansen drifts back to protect the left point as Matone stays down low. Matone will pick this one up. Matone, whose family is yelling, just to our left. They're all here pretty much. Most of the Matones cheering on Grace, 89 in white. This one picked up and stood up by Kira Redmond at the line. Here comes Cici Nieves. That one is going to be onside. Menikillo, wrist shot, big save by Fassler. Oh boy, that was going in. She got the shaft of the stick on it. Centering feed, can't get through, shoveled in front, Fassler diving, puck eludes her, shoveled back in to her reach by Mosley. Whistle and a stoppage of play, 13:49 left, period 2. Lucy Fassler keeps this a 0-0 game. That was ticketed, it was going in. She got the shaft of the stick on it, the part above where she holds the stick with her blocker. Tiger Lillies steer the face-off. Ryan trying to turn the corner on the near side. Jacobus is there, prevents it. Connolly bunts it out into neutral ice. Bodner tries to send it in. It would have been offside. Ulrich picked it off before the line, and she'll try to rush. Dumps it, gets the puck down past Markley, can't get herself past her. They battle for it in the corner. Sticks getting high, pushing and shoving happening. That one's sent down. It's going to go at Markland. She's going to cover it up because Ryan is there, and we get the whistle. 13-12 left, period 2. Scoreless game. Winner advances into the semifinal round. Loser has a mathematical chance if it's in a shootout. But realistically, it's a loser of this game scenario where they're going to be playing a classification game on Monday. So we're just going to go with winner advances, loser plays consolation. Rockets trying to get it out of the offensive zone of the Tiger Lillies, and Ulrich takes her time, looking, waiting for somebody to break free. It's Cook. She sent it toward the middle, but Markley's there. Rockets have 2 defense pairs, 3 wing pairs, and 2 centers. The Tiger Lillies have 2 extra forwards and 1 extra defenseman. So advantage Rockets as the Tiger Lillies are offside. Advantage Rockets in terms of manpower and depth. But the Tiger Lillies have forged their way to 6 points. They didn't have to play a second game on Saturday because their opponent forfeited. That was the New England Wildcats, whom the Rockets beat 5-1 earlier in the day. The Tiger Lillies were credited with a 3-0 win. Here comes Ryan trying to get through the middle. Couldn't do it. 2 Rockets were there. They swept it away. Here comes Rodriguez. Moves Rizzo in over the line, but not cleanly, as Chase got to it. Rodriguez soccers it down and keeps it in. Help from Rizzo over there. Nieves is going to be the first to get it. Try to shake off Chase. Couldn't get it to Rizzo, but it goes to the point. Redmond will go down low. 2 Rockets are alone in front. There's Rodriguez, shot on a one-timer, and Fassler with a save. The difference between a 0-0 game and a 2 or 3-0 Rockets lead is 33 in black. Lucy Fassler. As Mia Rodriguez from point-blank range, it was going to she or Rizzo. They were both there, left wide open on the back door. Same group out there. Face off one cleanly. Redmond tees it up. Gets knocked down by Markley with the elbow on the left side. Redmond sending it down low for Rodriguez, looking for somebody in front. Risco picked off the pass. And now this is Chase skating it up, gains the center line, and is able to dump it in. Lauren Chase. Bella Wormser tries to move it up for somebody at the point, but Rizzo just saw it, snuffed it out, picked it off. Rockets have a couple of collisions over there, but eventually Nieves gets it. Up to Rodriguez, gains the point on the right side, gains the zone, and sends it in. Fassler went out to play it, but mishandled it, and the Rockets, let's see if they can make them pay. Matone keeps the puck in, but it's knocked out of the zone and into open ice by the Tiger Lillies. Here comes Hansen trying to steer through Wormser. Wormser gets that one. Wormser fell down as she disengaged with Hansen. No call. Ref looking at it right there. Not even having many whistles. Rizzo pushes down Ulrich from behind, and they wave for the goalie to come out. Rizzo sends it forward for Hansen. The Rockets are on a delayed penalty here. They're going to get a power play, and Chase doesn't even have to touch it up. She's there. So Rizzo's going to get called for the cross check. Kylie Rizzo, 54 in black, will go into the box. The Rockets will have the first power play of the game with 9:39 left in period 2 of a scoreless game. The Rockets will probably change their positionals up a little bit, and the forwards will be Grace Ulrich, Francesca Hansen, and PJ Jacobus. Hope Minikillo moves to the point for the power play with Lauren Fox. Hansen wins the faceoff to Minikillo. Minikillo goes down low for Jacobus in the near side corner. She's got plenty of time. They play catch at the top, and a wrist shot redirected by Hansen. Where is it? Who's got it? Somebody run into the net, and it was Markley. She didn't even know she had it, and she bunts it down. It is going to be an icing. Why is there no icing on that? Markley smacked it all the way down. An obvious icing. She was right in front of her net. She whacked it all the way down, and this is going to be an icing on the Rockets. Why is there no icing on that play? They just blew the call. They should really face this off at center ice with the blown call, but they're going to face it off down over here, and the Tiger Lillies get a huge break with 9:07 left in the period, but just under a minute left in the power play. Power plays are a minute 30, but they're even bigger for the Tiger Lillies because they only have 3 subs on the bench, so they're already playing shorthanded in terms of manpower, and with somebody in the box, that's one less person that they have. One-on-one, Hansen gets through. Hansen on the power play breakaway, makes the move, backhand, Fassler save, where is it? She's got it covered. Hansen had the breakaway. She's deadly on those breakaways. But this time, Fassler keeps her team in it. Really, we're up to 3 gorgeous scoring chances for the Rockets and saves that Fassler made. Nieves wins the faceoff. 2 Rockets go to converge to get it. Minikillo rips it down low. Was just trying to get it into the near side corner. Jacobus digs it out. Jacobus looking, spinning. She's got Nieves with her on the near side wall, but goes all the way up to Minikillo. Minikillo's going to walk in. Minikillo wrist shot through traffic. Fassler save. Rebound. Where is it? It's loose and it's swept away. Fassler didn't know where it was. She made the save. Rockets still with 12 seconds on the power play. Minikillo marches in. Wrist shot deflected wide. Jacobus from the sharp angle. Fassler save, and she covers up. Rockets just absolutely blitzing. There's a red glare all over the ice from the Rockets right now. 8:13 left, period 2. Scoreless playoff game. Let's say it. It's a playoff game in the MLK tournament sponsored by the NGHL. Rockets have 4 seconds on the power play. Then Rizzo will exit the box. So it's a big face-off win if they can win it. Ulrich on the dot. Rodriguez in the slot. Rizzo on the left wing. Markley picks it up there, but the Rockets are going to gain possession. Rizzo's out of the box. She's going to join the play. It's sent all the way out. Redmond played a defensive posture to make sure Rizzo could not get a breakaway. The Rockets ended up winning the puck there, but Redmond in a 0-0 game making sure that the Tiger Lillies don't get any easy ones. Ulrich gets through a couple. Ulrich comes down Broadway. It goes through. Fassler makes a save. Ulrich swept it away herself. Matone has been a monster at the left point. Over to Redmond. Keeps it in. Through traffic. Redirected by Rodriguez, and a save by Fassler. Boy, I sound like a broken record. Saved by Fassler. 33, might have 33 saves already as the Rockets are just blitzing the Tiger Lillies, but the Tiger Lillies refuse to concede. Ulrich on the dot. Rizzo in the slot. Rodriguez on the near side wing. Matone between the points. Redmond at the right point. 84 wins the faceoff to 71 in white. We'll go down to the far corner on the zigzag. Rizzo's there. She's going to curl off the boards. Her pass is picked off. Ryan and Redmond in a race. Ryan has a step. Ryan comes in, shoots. Right pad save by Markland to keep it 0-0. Ryan got behind the D. She outraced Redmond. Two speedy players. The Rockets counter. Puck is loose. Can Rodriguez pick it up? Rizzo gets it. Sends it at the net. Fassler knocks it down, and the rebound is covered. And Risco was shielding Rizzo from getting it. Frantic action over here. 7 minutes left. Period 2, 0-0. Nieves on the dot. Cook in the slot. Connolly on the near side wing. Fox at the right point. Jacobus at the left. Kept in on the near side board. Centering attempt by Nieves. Hit a skate and goes behind the end line. Cook there. Nieves tries to shovel it in front. It hit off the side of the net. It made the sound of puck hitting iron, but it wasn't the danger part. Chipped out. This is going to be an icing as the ref on the other side is readjusting the net to its mini moorings. Those nets sometimes are just very easily knocked off. There's these pins that go in there, and they just, as they're metal, they have a little point on them, and you press them into the ice, they kind of freeze and manage to keep the net in there. Jacobus between the points. Wrist shot didn't get through. Rebound goes just wide on Nieves' shot. Fox sends it down low. Cook uses the body as a shield. Nieves over there. Markley was over there. Sent between the points. Jacobus fires through traffic. Redirected. It goes just wide. Izzy Cook was there and redirected it, but it steered just wide. This is going to be another icing. The Tiger Lillies, with their short bench, will take those icings frequently. That is a strategical move. Even if they don't change, they still have a way to get rest by doing that. And the penalty sort of is that you have to keep trying to get the puck out of your defensive zone, especially when the Rockets win the faceoff. They move it between the defensemen. Jacobus sends it down low. Chase fakes right, goes left, tries to come up the middle, loses it there, but has a little help from Markley standing sentry at the top of the crease. Rockets kept it in for a moment at the point. Sent in again. This is not going to be an icing. Marklin gets down, steers it aside, leaves it for Lauren Fox. Fox, 34, up the middle for Hansen. She didn't get a piece. It's going to be an icing now on the Rockets. So this is the dream scenario for the Tiger Lillies. They get an icing and a stoppage of play. They don't have to skate hard up and down the ice, and they could get a little breather and start with an offensive zone draw. 5:39 left in a scoreless game, second period. If this game ends regulation in a tie, there will be a shootout, and the winner of the shootout will be the one to advance to the semifinals. Neither team wants that fate. They'd rather decide it in regulation. Right now, it's a stalemate. Redmond's going to go off for the check or the roughing, and the Tiger Lillies will have their first power play of the game. So Redmond used the body. She closed the gap to make a hit, and that's going to be, I think they'll probably call it a check. Yeah, they do. They call it a check. So when you make a hit closing a gap, that's a check, and that is not allowed at any level of women's hockey, all the way up through the top levels. Rockets will kill it off with Jacobus and Matone on the back line, Hansen and Ulrich up front. 5:23 left, period 2, scoreless game. Ryan picks it up, but Ulrich takes it away and sends it just out of the zone, forcing the Tiger Lillies to have to regroup. There's Mosley tying up Matone there, and that play went in offside, but let's see if they take both of these players off. This will typically not benefit the Rockets to lose one of your best players on the penalty kill because she's a defenseman. And there's a lot of stuff going on behind the play involving 24 and black, and they do give them coincidental minors. So it doesn't change the manpower issue out there. It's still 5-on-4 for the Tiger Lillies, but that's one less person Princeton has available to them. Now they just have 2 extra players on the bench. 5-on-4 still for about 1:20 with 5:13 left in a scoreless second period. Rockets in white, Tiger Lillies in black. Wormser has to struggle to win the face-off, and Markley goes to Ryan. Knocked down by Jacobus for a moment, but Ryan picks it up, gains the zone, and she makes the tripping call against Connolly. They're going to call Connolly for a trip. It's a good sell right there by Ryan. She stepped in and essentially stuck her foot into Connolly's skate and went forward. So in the NHL, you would get one for accentuation, but in here, you're just getting a tripping call on Connolly. 3 Rockets in the box. It is a 5-on-3 for just over a minute. So this is a huge key to this game right now. The Rockets have to rope-a-dope here. Ulrich, Jacobus, and Hansen, the 3. Chase will jump in from the point. Chase will fall down, no call. Just been the way that the day's gone for the Rockets. Every time an opposing player is falling, Ulrich has it. She tries to get it out of there, but it gets knocked away. Hansen will battle Wormser for it. She's got to watch the posture there. Wormser picks it up, backhander. Hansen kicked it away. It comes down the spot for Chase. Shot goes through, but it's kicked away by Marklin with 34 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Ryan trying to get through traffic. Wormser goes to Chase. Chase goes to the Markley at the top of the right circle. Markley back to Chase. Wrist shot through traffic. Save Marklin. Rebound in front. Shot. Somehow Marklin got a piece. Shoveled in front. Matrix-like. Marklin gets out of the way so it doesn't hit off her back. Shot knocked down by Jacobus. Sent for Ulrich. She sends it down. It's not going to be an icing. They will come out. Fassler will try to play the puck. A big break for the Rockets. They were able to change one of their players because she did that. 1 second now, and time elapses. And Redmond jumps out of the box. It's still 5-on-4. The Tiger Lilies still have a power play. The Rockets have about 16 seconds to kill. Markley at the point, through traffic, kicked away by Fox. Hansen trying to get over there. She gave Ryan the business a little bit, but Ryan sent it down low. 5 seconds left, 4. It's going to be out of the zone. The Rockets are going to have killed off the 5-on-3. It's still 0-0. 3:24 left in the second period. No score. Offside. Fender was a half stride offside, and Risco brought it in. Boy, we all could use a break. The pace of this game has been blistering. Few stoppages, even with the penalty calls. And the coincidental minors have elapsed as well. So Mosley for the Tiger Lilies and Matone for the Rockets are eligible to re-enter the ice surface. They've now repatriated their benches. Rockets are going to break in 3-on-2. Nieves is up the right wing. Nieves sharp angle shot. Fassler save, rebound. It never hits the ice. If you are just tuning in, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is a good one. The winner plays into the semifinals. The loser almost certainly playing a consolation game on Monday. And you can see neither team wants to play a consolation game on Monday. They both want to be playing for the chip. Redmond shrugs down there with the cross check by Risco. They let it go. Redmond's going to pick it up. She's going to move it over the center line and dump it into the far side corner. Rizzo trying to get there first, but Chase gets there, turns. Rodriguez pressures her. Rizzo, and now Nieves. It goes off of a skate. Nieves offers it at the net. Fassler gobbles it up and holds on. So the strategy for the Tiger Lilies is they'll take as many whistles as they can get because it gives them rest. They don't have the ability to change wholesale the way the Rockets do. Everybody's playing a double shift every time they're out there for Princeton. And probably in a lot of cases the defensemen are playing triple shifts. So the Rockets would be wise to keep the pace up. Menichello down low for Ulrich, centers it for Hansen. Hansen sends it at the net, but just wide. Couldn't ever really get more than the toe of the stick on it. Markley sweeps it away. Jacobus shot, redirected in front. Markley cleared it away before Ulrich could get it. Jacobus jumps in and sends it along the dasher. Markley goes around the far end, chips it to the near side boards. Fox jumps in, got to the puck first and took Fender's stick high. Not really intentionally, but the stick was up there. Rockets retreat to their own zone. Fox for Jacobus, looking for somebody up the near side. It is Ulrich. Ulrich skating in. She's going to gain the right side. She's going to take a shot. Fassler makes the save and leaves no rebound as Francesca Hansen was bearing down the middle. 1:48 left, period 2. Scoreless. Rockets in white. Tiger Lillies in black. Boy, this has been a good one. Nieves on the draw, won by Wormser, but Nieves rallies back to grab it. Jacobus hustling to the point on the left side, keeps it in. She beat Fender there. Markley trying to turn it around. She gets it past Nieves. Wormser picks it up, looking to move it off the boards, but Connolly says no. Markley sends it toward the point. Mosley chips it out. Trying to race through is Wormser, but Fox gets there. Off of a skate, Haley Connolly picks this one up. Connolly moves in on the right side. Connolly will dump it as she's trying to get past Bodner. They re-engage, and Wormser's over there as well. Nieves walks it out, sends it toward the net, but Markley standing sentry again at the top of the crease, sweeps it away. Matone had it in the skates, didn't know where it was, but was able to knock it down. Loose in front, it comes toward the point. Rolling puck is moved out by P.J. Jacobus, the captain, 21 in white. Rockets dump it. We're under a minute. Now 50 seconds left. Scoreless period 2. Scoreless game. Cook racing there to the far corner. Rockets maybe starting to wear down the Tiger Lillies a little bit. Nieves with it. One way to do it is to keep the offensive zone pressure. Nieves 1-on-2. Cook comes in late. Prevented Wormser from firing it out of there. Mosley would take an icing. If she could get it out, she's going to do better than that. It's a race. It's Fender against Redmond. Redmond wins the race. And she wins the puck with 18 seconds left. She's going to fire it up the boards on the near side for Connolly, who lets it go out. Bodner. Over to Markley. Risco with 8 seconds. Rockets got to keep this one now out of the back of the net. Risco looking. Gets knocked away by Connolly, who chips it out. That's going to expire the period. An absolute thriller. This, folks, is proof that you don't need a ton of goals to make exciting hockey. In fact, there have been none. Through 30 minutes of play, 2 15-minute periods, the Rockets and the Tiger Lillies tied in the standings of the NGHL MLK Tournament are tied on the ice. 0-0. And in this game, there haven't even been too many whistles that have had extended stoppages of play. The teams have just re-engaged very quickly. At some point, if the Rockets turn it into a war of attrition, it becomes a huge advantage because the Tiger Lillies don't have nearly as many subs. They only have 3. Arialis Marklin and Lucy Fassler furnishing the zeros in net so far. And if you like what you're seeing, there's more where this came from. You can go back and watch 4 or 5 times that these teams have played this season if you subscribe to the YouTube channel that you're on. And we welcome all sides here because these are our daughters, our granddaughters, our great-granddaughters, our nieces, our sisters, our cousins, our friends, and if you're watching on demand, yourselves. Rockets will open period 3 with Nieves at center, Rizzo on left wing, Rodriguez on the right wing. Matone and Redmond on D. Arialis Marklin has come up big when she's needed to, and she retreats in to guard the net to YouTube right. Lucy Fassler has absolutely been the difference in this game, and she will guard the goal to your YouTube left. Teams are back at full and even strength after a series of penalties. So far the story, the Rockets have killed off a 5-on-3. And let's see if one of these out here has a hero designation awaiting them. Nieves versus Wormser. Both goalies ready. Liftoff, period 3. Rizzo digs it out of the skates, sends it in, but Markley picked it up. Matone, she's been very strong today. Sends it over with the blind backhand to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dumps to the near side wall. Markley's going to be the first to get there. Rizzo tries to pick it off, but it's Matone who eventually gets it. Down to the end boards, Rizzo picks it off the wall. Rizzo looking for somebody. Goes to Matone between the points. Sends it down low. Fassler was screened, but she kicked it away with the left pad. Comes to the point on the right side. Redmond doesn't get it through traffic. Wormser knocked it down with the left hand. Mosley picks it up, skating up the near side wall. Mosley gains the line on center. Looked like it might have been offside. Rockets knocked it away before it ever got in. Rizzo's going to gain the line, send it at Fassler. She has to make a save. Rockets are changing at least one of the forwards. Menikillo's now out there for Rizzo. Matone and Redmond on D. Nieves forechecking. It comes to the point on the right side. Menikillo picked it off. Send it down for Nieves. A lot of traffic over there, and CC sends it down low. Rodriguez jumps off. Hansen's going to jump into your picture on the right. There she is. Kept in for a moment at the point. It's sent deep. Wormser was going to try to race Redmond for it, but didn't have the 10-stride lead that 71 and White did. Here comes Menikillo. Wrist shot went wide. Comes to the near side wall. Jacobus for Ulrich, 84. Tries to get it through Ryan, but Ryan knocked it down. Ryan had a breakaway that was stopped by Markland for the Rockets. Lily Ryan, 22. She's had the best chance for Princeton. Rockets bring that one in, and because of the way Fender held up Ulrich, it's an offside. Rockets and the Tiger Lillies will face it off just outside the Princeton zone. Ulrich with Menikillo and Hansen up front. Fox on left D, Jacobus on right D. Risco against Ulrich on the dot. Fender and Ryan, the wings. Bodner and Chase, the defense pair for Princeton. Referee making sure everybody's behaving. Jacobus off the wall in front of the scorer's table. Comes toward the Rocket zone. Jacobus sells out to keep it out of the zone. Risco picks up the loose puck, tries to center it. Fox swats it away, and Hansen's going to get it. Tries to send Menikillo up. Menikillo tipped it, but Bodner picks up the loose puck. Off the wall on the near side, but Fox picks it up. Lauren Fox sends it up the middle for Menikillo. She's one-on-one with Chase. Risco trying to get back behind her. Menikillo in the slot. Over to Ulrich. Lost control. Swept away by Chase. Oh, it was a risky play by Chase. Her goalie was about to cover it, and she swept it away from her. This is not going to be an icing because it went off of a Rocket. Markland is going to let it go as it rolls on its end, and Fender will try to recover it in the corner. Fender trying to use the body to shield Redmond away from it, but Redmond got the puck with her foot. Rockets are going to move it out. It's Menikillo off the pass from Hansen. Menikillo going to try to go right down the middle. Ulrich, the trailer, took a high stick from Mosley. No call. Ulrich still with it in the corner. Ulrich looking. She goes across to Redmond. Tees it up. Wrist shot. Redirected by Hansen wide. Hansen picks up the loose puck, and it's knocked away on the centering attempt. Matone in the slot tries to sweep it in. Mosley got the shin pad on it. Mosley's going to try to break out, but Fender just doesn't have the legs. She's at the end of a shift. Mosley up the left side wing. Shielded off in a dive. What a dive by Mosley. They're going to call this. This is a, oh boy, Redmond is just playing perfect hockey right there. It's the textbook angling. She steps in. She contacts the puck. She uses the body to finish, and they call a penalty on her because Mosley goes down. I mean, that was a half-gainer dive right there. But credit to Mosley, she got the call, and the Rockets are shorthanded again. Rockets defensive zone draw. 11:24 left in the third period. A 0-0 game. Massive opportunity for Princeton. Markley at the point. Did she lose it? She did, and she didn't want to touch it up again, but it's automatic offside. So that's a big break for the Rockets right there. They'll face it off outside the zone. Nieves on the face-off here with Connolly up front. Matone and Fox, stalwarts defensively, have a minute 22 to kill off on the minute-and-a-half power play. Nieves trying to get through. Markley. Oh, Markley with the slash! Got away with it! Referee looking right at it, didn't call it. Much more of an infraction than the previous would have been. That put Redmond in the box. 11:01. Period number 3. And they are going to call it. So Markley goes into the box. This will even things up and give the Rockets eventually a power play. It'll be 4-on-4 hockey for about the next minute with 11:01 left. The stalwart Markley in the box now for Princeton. Ulrich on the dot, Rizzo in the slot, 4-on-4 as Mosley exits off. Rockets win the faceoff. Hansen will take the point. Jacobus, wrist shot, saved by Fassler. About 23 seconds in discrepancy of the 4-on-4, and then that means afterward the Rockets will get a 23-second power play. Ulrich on the dot, Rizzo moves over into the slot. 4-on-4 hockey. Face-off up for grabs. Hansen sends it in. Took a whack from Risco. Tries to get it deep. Risco fires it all the way down and just will take the icing. It's one way to kill off of a 4-on-4. And the Tiger Lillies would take getting through this sequence, keeping it at 0-0, in as much as they would love to score. They just, at the 4-on-4, and then the Rocket power play, they're more interested in keeping the Rockets off the board. Ryan's going to try to get past Hansen, chipped it past her. Jacobus comes all the way back to break it up. Ryan trying to pick it up. They got 3 Rockets down low, and eventually Ulrich's the one to pick it up. Ulrich reverses it. A lot of room out there. And it is PJ Jacobus. Plenty of room. Passive attack here from the Tiger Lillies. They don't want to waste any of that extra energy 4-on-4, and they let the Rockets get it into the zone. Rizzo now looking for puck possession. Gets it. Leaves it for Hansen, who sends it down low. Rockets have 10 seconds of the 4-on-4 and then a 23-second power play. Sent up the middle. If this goes on net or dies on its end, it will not be an icing. 23 seconds on the power play for the Rockets. Redmond jumps off. Minikillo jumps on. Rizzo gains the zone on the left side but loses it. Risco pulls it back into the zone, so it's not an offside. Rockets not a lot of time to operate on the power play, but they're going to get an offensive zone draw with 6 seconds left in the man advantage and 9:37 remaining in regulation. If this game ends in regulation in any kind of a tie, they will go immediately to a shootout. The winner of the shootout will advance to the semifinals. The loser almost certainly will be playing a classification game. Ulrich on the dot. Wins it to Minikillo. Wrist shot from the point. Fassler has it. Rizzo backhand! Oh, she didn't get enough on it. It might have gone in. Even strength now. Markley knocked it away. Markley might have a breakaway, but she can't quite gather the puck. Markley got out of the box and she nearly had a breakaway. Centering feed, it's loose in front. Oh boy, Marklin almost got it misplayed right there. Tied up in the corner, Redmond and Mosley. Centering feed, knocked away by Redmond. She's trying to send Rizzo. Does Rizzo have the legs? She does. Rizzo up the left wing. Rizzo gets in, shot blocked away by Chase's stick. Rizzo might have had the left side of it there. That's a show. Boy, that was a blown offside. The Rockets were offside there. Matone didn't keep it in. Chase is going to gain the wing on the left side. Gets the zone, but sends it out. Rizzo picks it off. This is a long shift. She's got to dump it, but she's still after it. 8:35, 34, 33, 0-0. One moment of brilliance could decide this in the next 8:24. Who has it in them? Nieves up to the right dot. Wrist shot. Save Fassler. She covers it up. There's been many moments of brilliance from 33 in black, Lucy Fassler. And Arialis Marklin on the other end. She hasn't been nearly as busy, but when she's needed to come up big, she has. Sort of the opposite of what we usually see for the Rockets. They have many more shots and many more chances. But the quality of the chances for the Tiger Lillies have been very good, even if they haven't been as many. Fox redirected. Save with the blocker by Fassler. It comes toward the point, but Fender gets a piece of it first. Jacobus keeps it in, but she's like 1-on-3 over there. Eventually it goes to Wormser, who got a loose puck over there. Cook will get in. Cook gets through one. Cook has Connolly. Cook tees it up and fires it wide. Cook had Connolly for the one-timer if she went down low with it. She was trying to tee it up and put it in. Connolly's been open in that spot a couple of times, even on a 2-on-1 before. Jacobus pinches all the way in. Connolly redirects. Says, I'll take the point, don't you worry. Connolly pinches in to get the puck and keep it in the zone. Connolly and Nieves. Hansen waiting for that puck to pop out. Nieves gets it. Fanned on it did Bodner. Chipped up the left point and now to the right side. Fox keeps it in. Nieves jumps out. Ulrich jumps on. Up the left side. Ulrich trying to pick it off. She prevented a quick breakout, but the Tiger Lillies have a 3-on-2. Here's Fender, shoots it off of Ryan's skate, friendly fire. Wormser and Connolly. Connolly wins that one. Chipped out, and it goes all the way out of the zone. Connolly has been good today. Matone has been good today. Pretty much everybody on the ice for both teams has been good. 6:46, Wormser, wrist shot knocked away by Fox. Here's Ulrich trying to break through. Bodner keeps it in. Connolly knocks it for Ulrich. Ulrich just can't get the handle. Connolly shovels it forward. Fender trying to get it. Can't get it through Fox. 6:30 now. Pulses quickening. Legs tiring. Lactic acid building. Both teams want this next one bad. That next one will be the first one, and it might decide who plays for the chip tomorrow. 6:13 now in a 0-0 game. Matone chips it back for Nieves, who sends it over to Redmond. Up the middle for Menichello. Menichello will break in. She's got Nieves with her and Hansen. Menichello gets through, gets to the top. She shoots and it goes just wide. Nieves was trying to jam it in, but Risco got the stick on it. Redmond sends it in from the point on the right side. Bodner picks it up and sends it around the boards on the near side. Mosley and Matone battle for it. Those two were caught in behind the play before, initiated by Mosley. Menichello down low, trying to gather it. Ryan picks it up. Ryan still has legs, and she's beaten the D a couple of times. This time she just sends it in, and Marklin knocks it down. Marklin's just going to cover it up and take no chances. Who would have thought we would come to this point? Two rivals that play each other 200 or so miles south of here on a consistent basis, come up to Massachusetts and find themselves in a deadlocked, scoreless battle with 5:22 left to see who advances in the tournament. And the way they're playing, either team is capable of winning the whole thing. Mosley shrugs one off. Wormser picks it up, sends it toward the point. Rizzo knocked it away, but Bodner picked up a bouncing puck. Risco and Matone will go to the corner for it. It comes up the point on the right side. Rodriguez wins that. Trying to spring Rizzo. Rizzo chips it past. Rizzo's going to break in. Rizzo backhand. And she scores! Luisa Rizzo with 4:50 left in the game has given the Rockets a 1-0 lead in a playoff game. Rizzo sprung behind the defense. Magnificent Mia with a pass forward. She springs 13, and Rizzo gives the Rockets the first goal of the game. What a play by Rodriguez. She was 1-on-2. She sold out and chipped the puck forward. Rizzo knocked it down, gathered it, came in on the impenetrable Fassler and managed to get it to the backhand and slip it between the pads of the brilliant number 33 in black. Rockets now 450 away from advancing to the semifinals of the tournament. And they have a little extra legs. Jacobus comes in. Her shot's blocked by Chase. Jacobus picks it up, sends it in front. Oh, it hit Fassler, and Rizzo almost had a chance for another between the points. Fox has it, sends it down low. Fassler gobbles it up and holds on. What a game. And the Rockets will change up the forwards there. As you see the unit that provided the go-ahead goal, the first of this game, 1-0 Rockets. Now it's just a matter of hanging on. Face off, loose. Wormser's gonna grab it. She's trying to turn the corner, but Connolly knocks it away. Boy, Haley Connolly has been good today, number 11 in white. Here's Nieves. She's got Cook down the middle. Wrist shot, Fassler gloves it down, but can't hold it. Rebounds there, Fassler swats it away. Fox pinched in to send it toward the net. It's moved up and out. Fox is there. They'll regroup between the two defenders and get onside. Here's Cook. Izzy Cook. She's going to gain the line, leave it for the rushing Fox at the point. Fox is going to have to take it out of the zone there, and she spun it down. Couldn't keep it in. She might not have realized that she had Kira Redmond with her behind, and that's why she tried to keep it in. And even in that type of play, the offside is certainly worth it for the Rockets. They have a chance to regroup. They change. Ulrich on the dot, wins the faceoff, but Wormser jumps off the faceoff to battle for it over there with Hansen, Ulrich, and Risco right in front of the Tiger Lillies bench. Rockets have a 1-0 lead. If they hold it, they get to the semifinals of the tournament. Who they will play would remain a mystery until we join you early Monday morning. Matone. She was in between two. Wormser's going to be 1-on-1. Matone back checking. Redmond is there. Wormser gets steered wide, and her shot is blocked by Redmond. The Tiger Lillies have 3 minutes to solve it here, and they don't have much reserves. They just have 3 extra players. But the ones that are out there have all been brilliant today. Both teams. You couldn't find one player on either team that hasn't given it absolutely everything. And many moments here of brilliance by the goalies. Wormser trying to turn the corner, knocked away by Matone. 2:45 left for the Rockets to finish this one off. Matone can't get it cleared, but Hansen's there, and she fires it out. She had Minichello, but it didn't get cleanly. Minichello picks it off Markley. Markley sweeps it away. What a play by Brooke Markley. But Minichello picks it up, gets down the middle. Shot is deflected and goes to the near side corner. Minichello to Matone, one-timer, redirected twice, but it goes wide. Once by a Tiger Lily, secondarily by Hansen. She had a deflection goal in the first game today. Rockets now 1-0. If they hold it, they advance. Wormser trying to get through. Jacoba stands her up. Risco, one-timer. Kick saved by Markland. She hasn't been busy. There's a broken stick blade over there and a whistle and a stoppage of play. Let's see what the call is. There's a broken stick blade on the ice. I didn't see whose it was. It looks like it has orange tape over there. And wow, this is going to be a costly penalty. I didn't see what the call was on Bella Wormser, but she'll be in the box for 1:30. And this is a very, very, very costly penalty for the Tiger Lillies. We're all trying to figure out what the penalty was. I didn't see any call, but the brilliant Wormser goes into the box, and that's a big break for the Rockets. 4 Tiger Lillies out there, 5 Rockets. If they They have 1:55 left to walk out of here at this score. They will take this score as a final. And the Tiger Lillies are going to have to try to be offensive. Here's Nieves. Shots off Fassler's blocker and in! CC Nieves with a power play goal with 1:44 remaining. And that might just be the final piece to the puzzle of the Rockets advancing to the semifinals of the tournament. Nieves on the sharp angle looked like she was going to center it. She fired it, and it hit off of Fassler's blocker and found its way in. So 1:44 remaining. And the Rockets now with a 2-0 lead. The Tiger Lillies, it's not out of the realm of possibility. This game's not over. (22 from 13). We could hear it over here. So Rizzo with the goal to break a scoreless deadlock with 4:50 left, and Nieves to double the lead with 1:44 remaining. Tiger Lillies have to take a lot of chances here. As soon as the power play is now over because of the power play goal, so Wormser's out there, and she's going to skate it in. Let's see if Fassler exits the goal. Nothing to lose at this point. Right pad save, Wormser backhand. It's through some feet. Fox got a skate on it. Fassler not vacating the net yet. The teammates are begging her to go. Now she does, and Ryan was on the backside. Fassler exits the net. Markley comes out and joins the play. Markley's going to skate right down the middle. Tied up there, 1:10. Centering feed, it goes to Connolly. Connolly with the empty net. Connolly over the center line. Fassler gets back in, but it's too many men. That's going to be a goal. That should be a goal awarded right there, as the goalie was coming back in and didn't give a chance to, I mean, I don't know how you could not call that a goal. Connolly never lost possession of the puck. They blew the whistle when Fassler jumped on the ice. She didn't even get a chance to shoot it. It should be an automatic goal right there. You can't come off the bench like that. Somebody from the crowd should yell, "That's a goal," because it is. She'd never relinquished the puck, and well, the Rockets are going to put this one away here, barring an absolute meltdown or volcanic explosion from the team in black, who would have to do it down a player. Rockets win the faceoff. They're on the power play. Menikillo fires it wide. Matone will send it below the end line. They'll move it around. Hansen with the stuff shot. It goes through. Rockets battling for it. Tiger Lillies are going to get it out. They have to just try to take it to the house here. They have no other choice. But at this point, it's starting to become academic. Sent in by Matone. Rockets now 28 seconds away from the semifinals. They have a power play. There's 20 seconds left. They have a 2-0 lead. The Rockets are going to advance. Matone keeps it in, sends it for Hansen, who leaves it for Nieves with 8 seconds. Nieves sends it for Redmond. She'll fire it at Fassler, and Fassler makes a save with 4.4 left and draws some more of the well-deserved applause, because Lucy Fassler was absolutely spectacular in this game. I mean, the Rockets had chance after chance after chance. Final face-off. Puck gets loose, sent in. There's the whistle, and the Rockets in a thriller grab a 2-0 win and advance to the semifinals. They'll be in action 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday morning, Martin Luther King Day. Opponent yet to be determined. They're likely to be the 4th seed and play the number 1 seed, but all of those things will be determined in games that are resolved after, well after we are off the live stream. So you will see a game posted, and maybe 2 posted for tomorrow. If they win, they'll play for the chip. If they lose, well, they got this far, and they gutted it out and gritted it out. They finished the preliminary round with a 3-1 record. The Tiger Lillies gamely with just 8 skaters out there, and there's the brilliant Lucy Fassler. They finished 2-2. They did benefit from a forfeit, and that's kind of stinky. You go to a tournament and you want to play all the games there, and unfortunately for them, they didn't get to play all 4, but a very, very, very entertaining game, and if you are the Rockets faithful, you love to see it. And the other thing you love to see is there are many friends here between these two teams, and massive mutual respect between teammates from both teams, coaches, other players, and the parents as well. A lot of conversations on the side happening. Much respect between these two teams and these groups of girls. Excellent kids on both sides, and well-coached hockey all around on this Sunday. Now we get a chance to go watch the Giants, who are tied 7-7 with the Vikings, but anybody who's interested already knows that. And once again, look on the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe and alerts button, and then you'll know on Sunday when we're going on the air. And hopefully for the Rockets, they get to play 2. If they play 2, it means they're playing for the championship. That is going to do it for the preliminary round of the NGHL MLK Tournament. Rockets advance. They take a 2-0 victory over the Princeton Tiger Lillies. From Haverhill Valley Ice Arena in Haverhill, Massachusetts, this is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Rockets Girls Hockey.